So you guys, thank you so much for doing this with me. Like, I could not put this on without you guys. If it wasn't you guys willing to come talk to them, I wouldn't be able to do this. But it is my passion, it is my heart. I work here, this is my actual facility. If they had not encouraged me to go after my dreams, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't have met you guys. So this was my way of giving back to them, to recognize your platforms. No matter how you walk in life, you're encouraging somebody with your words or with your actions. So I want you to know that you've encouraged this grown-ass woman. Now I want to encourage you to go get your life back. And that's what it's for. Keep that in mindset. Let's do this thing. Stand up in the halls on 3. 1, 2, 3. Stand up in the halls.
Let's get it.
Best deal they gave me was life. It was nothing else, you feel me? But I made it through that. So I still was kind of acting out in the streets, gang banging. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. And I had another run-in with the police. And this time my mom was like, well, you gotta choose up, you gotta do something with your life. So I'm like, okay, what do I like to do? I like to make music, but that ain't really making no money. I'm good at cooking. So I was like, Mom, how about I go to culinary school? She was like, hell yeah, that's good. Like, so she signed me up. I went to culinary school, you feel me? It was in Vegas, so I used to come back and forth from LA to Vegas all the time, still hanging out with my homies, still doing bad stuff, my bad. Still doing bad stuff. And I ended up getting beat up by the police. So that really was a life changer right there. Like I had to drop out of college. Like my homie got killed. A whole lot was going on in my life. I always had kept contact with my bro. He's a pyro, I'm a crip, you know what I'm saying? We not supposed to be hanging out, that's what the streets say, but we've been hanging out for 10 plus years, so we always kept in contact, and he was always a hustler, you know? So I'm like, well bro, I'm cooking, you hustling, we need to put something together so we can stay out of trouble, because my bro's tired of going to jail, I was trying to get harassed by the police, so we like, let's start a catering service.
Like, it's a great experience talking to the kids because, you know, they are the future. Without them, we have nothing. So knowing that we can possibly make a difference makes you feel like when we leave here, we continue doing this, not just today. Like, you know, next month, next year, keep doing things.
It was crazy, man. Crazy. When I went to jail, you in there all alone. I ain't the biggest of dudes either. It seemed like they just get bigger when they get in jail too. Everybody just big in there. I was the littlest one in there. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you gonna have to fight everybody. I said, no, I'm not. Nigga, I'm friendly. Nigga, I was. As soon as I went in, I found Jesus, Buddha, everybody in that motherfucker. Man, I had a Kofi on. I could pray in 4 different languages. Bendiciones, amigo, bendiciones. I'm praying for everybody.
I mean, it's my 4th event that I've done to stand up in the halls, and I just feel like it's wonderful. I think us giving back, we're put in a position to give back, and I just feel great about being able to give back. I've been one of these type of kids that been in trouble and wanted to get out, and I know how it is. So I always wonder why I went through that, and this allows me to help kids that are going through it. So
now I feel like I gotta tell y'all my story. You know, I did for real. You know, truck man, I did 4 days on everything. No, for real. 4 days for a traffic ticket. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, my homeboy, he didn't even take the rap. You feel me? I had to have my mama bail me out on the 2nd day, homie. Cost me like $50. You know what I'm saying? It's just my little story, you know? I'm trying to change my life.
So if they just take in just a little bit of information, soak it in a little bit, man, anything can change. Whether if it's not tomorrow, but sometime in the future, something can change. I'm all about changing and progressing and being successful.
So I'm on this show, right? HBO, it's with Dwayne Johnson. Y'all familiar with Dwayne Johnson, right? The Rock? Yeah. But he's cool. Sometimes he's too cool, though. He's so cool, he don't like to close his eyes when he sneezes. You know how hard it is to keep your eyes open? Have you tried this? We on set, we filming out in Miami, right? And the sun's kicking up. They said, Dwayne, you ready for your scene? He said, give me a minute. Do you smell? It's like, close your eyes. Ain't nobody watching you. He's just too cool. With all the ideas that people feel are successful, that are happening with me or have happened, they don't mean anything if we're not taking time to come back and do this kind of work, because children are the future. I think it's really important to make sure we take time to inspire the young people and try to get to them early so they won't end up becoming a victim of the streets or be one of the victimizers.
How many of you know how to play chess? Chess, to anybody, is a game of strategy. Chess is about calculating the moves that you make before you actually make the move. I'm trying to get you to think ahead. If I steal this car, there's a possibility that the owner could come out in the middle of the night and shoot me and leave me for dead in the street. So maybe if I calculate the move, I just might not steal the car. I might just wait till tomorrow to go apply for a job. If my homies call me and say, hey, we're gonna ride on these fools tonight, you with us? Just maybe if I could picture the car being shot up and all of us dying instead of us killing them, I just might say, nah, dog, I ain't rolling with y'all tonight. Calculate your moves in life and let your move be a positive move.
I spent time in these juvenile hall facilities, and I know if they don't get it right here, then they'll graduate to something that's far worse. If we don't reach them here, they'll graduate to the penitentiary, or they'll graduate to go out there and just commit another crime that can honestly hurt somebody's life or put them back in here for the rest of their life or take their own life.
No, the reason why it's so important to me right now is because there's so much going on in the world. And I know you watch the news, you see Facebook, you see people that look like you getting murdered in the streets for no reason. You see people like you getting beat up. You see people getting, your reflection when you see it in the media makes you feel like, man, I ain't shit. That's what they do. And you have to be smarter and stronger and know that you are kings and queens, reyes y reinas. You are, and even when they tell you that you're not, you have to believe it and know it and walk in it. Your life is not going to change tomorrow. That's not going to happen. People will lie to you and say, hey, if only you believe, if you have a dream, it's not going to change tomorrow. You got to get out of here and go back to that neighborhood you've been fighting the whole time, right? And it's not easy. The temptation of crime, there's people that are waiting for you so that they can put you back to work and make you their busters, because that's what you are to them. You are cattle. Let me put these fools to work for me. I'm going to live in a fat house and I got these dummies. And if they get killed, I'll go get 4 more. And if they get killed, I'll go get 4 more. And look at how many roles are in here. Do you see what's happening? Are you paying attention? It's not funny, right? It's not funny.
This is the only audience that I perform for. When I leave, I feel like I'm leaving something behind. And when I have to see them walk back into these cells, it takes a piece of me, you know. But it hurts every time I have to see young people that look like me fall into this system that is designed to keep them down.
Y'all want to know my story, man? I ain't got no story. How about that? How about that? I stayed out of jail all the time. How about that? That's my story, man. I never made the cut. My mom would have killed me if I was, man, you kidding me? If I would have joined the gang, she would have killed me at the initiation. She would have been in disguise and just killed me right there. Y'all don't want him in the set, he weak. My mom would have murdered me right there, man. I did get arrested though one time. I was in the stolen car, so I was cuffed. I was cuffed. The cuffs was tight on my wrist. I was like, I can't handle this. I tapped out right there. The cuffs was tight.
They each have their own story, their own struggle, their own reasons for being here. Just seeing them, I love how I don't distance myself from them. I see myself in them and I see my sons in them. So it's like, you know, they hit a pit stop in the road, but I don't see anything as permanent. for them. Like, you know, whatever they may be going through, lashing out, whatever got them here, it doesn't have to be permanent for them. Like, this could be just a roadblock in their journey. You know, I just want to be optimistic for them. Like, it's a spirit of, you know, optimism.